Is it time to buy or sell VOO ETF? In this video, we will explore VOO in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 22nd of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You don't want to miss any vital updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has categorized VOO as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the ETF has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 13.14% since we initially recommended purchasing VOO 82 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.16% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system foresees significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Due to the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the ETF's next direction, as it may go in either direction. The exchange-traded fund has broken through the narrow and weak upward trend in the short term, indicating a stronger rate of increase ahead. Should there be any pullback, support is expected at the ceiling of the recently broken trend, which stands at $613.39. This level may present a second opportunity for a favorable outcome, according to fan theory. $630.99 will likely be the next potential peak level, serving as a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 7.69% over the upcoming 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 4.36% to 7.45%. Taking a longer perspective, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 9.16%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 14.70% to positive 9.16% over the next year. In practical terms, this would position the future price between $524.38 and $671.09. Our latest daily update for VOO includes the headline, Green Day on Monday for VOO ETF after gaining nearly 0.5%. The VOO ETF price experienced a gain of nearly 0.5% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 22nd of September, 2025. The price rose from $611.78 to $614.76. This marks the third consecutive day of gains. It will be intriguing to observe whether this upward trend continues or if there will be a brief pause in the coming days. On the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated by approximately 0.75%, reaching a low of $610.51 and a high of $615.20. It has risen in 7 out of the last 10 days and is up by 3.06% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 2 million more shares exchanged compared to the previous day. In total, 8 million shares were traded for an approximate value of $4.68 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $615.20, while the lowest price was $442.80. Currently, the price sits at 0.07% or 44 cents below the 52-week high of $615.20, which also stands as the all-time high for the ETF. As of September 22, 2025, Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, VOO, is trading in a risk-on environment. A Federal Reserve rate cut to 4 to 4.25% and a wave of record S&P highs, driven by roughly 24 large-cap names, not just big tech, and strong performers like Teradyne, have pushed passive flows into core ETFs. In the short term, that combination creates upward pressure on VOO. Easier policy and fresh liquidity tend to boost index multiples and fund inflows, although weakness in futures and profit-taking can spark shallow pullbacks and heightened intraday volatility. Key catalysts this week include central bank signaling and geopolitical developments that have amplified momentum. Over the long term, lower rates act as a structural tailwind for valuations and continued passive adoption, keeping VOO positioned for durable gains. However, elevated starting valuations make future returns more reliant on earnings growth than on multiple expansion. Expect a continued upside bias with episodic volatility and a greater sensitivity to macroeconomic and earnings surprises. The following signals have been identified for VOO. VOO ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two indicators, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On downward corrections, support will be found at $608.63 and $594.32. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, August 21, 2025, and since then, the value has increased by 5.22%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is also present from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume is rising alongside the price, which is viewed as a favorable technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 22 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 14 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal from 23 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 93 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 82 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for VOO. VOO finds support from accumulated volume at $608.94, and this level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction can be expected when the support is tested. Generally, the exchange-traded fund tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk associated with this ETF is considered very low. Over the last day, the ETF experienced a movement of $4.69 between its high and low, which is approximately 0.768%. For the past week, the ETF has shown a daily average volatility of 0.718%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for VOO. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the exchange-traded fund could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, VOO encounters its first support level at $608.94. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $583.43, reflecting a decrease of 5.10%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily movements, which results in a minimal risk profile. The Relative Strength Index, calculated over a 14-day period, stands at 90, indicating a significantly increased risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal derived from a pivot bottom identified 21 days ago. Is VOO ETF a good buy? VOO exhibits several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to consider it a buy at this time. Instead, it should be regarded as a hold candidate while we await further developments. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 23rd of September, we anticipate that VOO will open lower by $1.27, starting at $613.49. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before engaging in the buying or selling of any securities. Your investment decision should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.